Jeff.
Hi, I'm Hanny.
Welcome to part 1 of this month's Window on the World lesson. The title of this month's article is Comic-Con International San Diego.
Sounds like we'll be talking about comic books today.
But you should know that the world of comics is large and rich and fun. Comic-Con is a convention for comic books, but there's more. There's comic books, comic book fans, and pretty much everything in between.
Wow, it sounds like a lot goes on at Comic-Con.
The world of comic books is big and getting bigger and funner all the time. Best of all, we'll be talking all about this world today and how you can take it all in at Comic-Con International San Diego.
Wow, this sounds great. I am excited to get started now.
Me too, Hanny. Me too. Okay, let's take a short break so that we can go over today's vocabulary. Then we'll come back and start reading our article, Comic-Con International San Diego.
Right, so stay put. We'll be back soon. 好，这2天课程是关于圣地牙哥国际动漫展。那标题里面的单字 comic 就是漫画，它是个名词，我们可以用 comic book 来指漫画书。例如 Jack spent the afternoon reading comic books in the library. Jack spent the afternoon reading comic books in the library. Jack 整个下午都在图书馆看漫画书。好，课文一开始描述了这样的场景，你正在排队进入一个大型会场，那前面那个人看起来像钢铁人，后面那个人则是扮成魔术师，而你自己则是看起来像日本知名动漫里面的某个角色。好，这边用到3个单字，刚刚说钢铁人 Iron Man， 那么 Iron 就是铁或是铁制品，它是个名词。例如 The cabinet is made of iron. The cabinet is made of iron. 那个置物柜是铁制的。好，下一个单字 Magician。Magic 是魔术嘛，在后面加上 IAN 就会得到这个字 Magician 是魔术师，它是个名词。例如 The magician made the rabbit in his hat disappear. The magician made the rabbit in his hat disappear. 魔术师让他帽子里面的兔子消失了。最后一个单字 certain 它是个形容词，那摆在名词的前面可以用来表达某个什么、某些什么或是特定的什么，像是 The doctor told her to avoid certain foods. The doctor told her to avoid certain foods. 医生要她避开某些特定的食物。好，那么现在看完单字例句，我们来读课文吧。
You're waiting in line to enter a large center. The person ahead of you looks like Iron Man. The one behind you dressed up as a magician.
Explanation 1.
Welcome back to part 1 of our Window on the World lesson. This month, we'll be reading an article titled Comic-Con International San Diego.
好，我们这2天要介绍的是圣地牙哥国际漫画展。那它是一个定期在美国加州圣地牙哥举行的大型会展。我们顺便来学这个字 convention 它可以用来指说大会或者是大型会议。我们可以用 comic book convention 来表达漫画展。Okay, Comic-Con is a wonderful event for those who love comic books, comic book movies, comic book characters, etc. But what is Comic-Con really like? Let's try to imagine what it's like.
Good idea. Let the imagining begin. Okay. There you are in San Diego. The weather is fantastic. And you are at Comic-Con.
Okay.
Almost. You see, you're waiting in line to enter a large convention center.
Yep, you're not inside the convention center yet, but the fun has already begun. Just being in line is an experience.
Right. Maybe the person ahead of you in line looks like Iron Man, 铁路人
钢铁人
whatever. Or pretty much any other comic book character for that matter. It could be Iron Man or Thor. Yes, costumes are a big part of Comic-Con. Anyways, maybe ahead of you it's Iron Man. How awesome is that? Almost as awesome as hearing from Teacher Daphne.
大家好，我是 Daphne。今天的第一则文法是 ahead of 加名词，意思是在点点点之前，为介系词片语。ahead 是副词前方的意思，后方与介系词 of 的连用。ahead of 加名词就是在点点点之前。例如 The class leader walked ahead of us. 班长走在我们前方。
谢谢 Daphne 老师的讲解。去参加动漫展的人呢，有些人会打扮成自己喜欢的动漫角色。那这边补充一下 ，costume 这个名词呢，它可以指服装、戏服，尤其是指表演穿的服装啊，或是整套的服装、戏服这样。那我们常常听到的 cosplay 就是由 costume 戏服加上 play 扮演所结合组成的字。Okay, let's start reading again. Remember, we're still in line for a Comic-Con there in sunny San Diego.
And we're still imagining things. Okay, the person ahead of you looks like Iron Man. Okay? And hey, you might have a costume on yourself. We'll keep that in mind. But ahead of you is Iron Man. The person behind you, they're dressed up too. Almost everyone has a costume on of some sort. I think they call that cosplay.
Yep, they do. So the guy behind you is dressed up, but not as Iron Man. The guy behind you is dressed up as a magician. Ooh, a magician. Anyway, the fun has just begun. We haven't even gotten into the convention center yet.
That's true. The fun hasn't really even begun yet. Oh, also, even though our lesson has only just begun, it is now time for us to take a break. But don't go away, we'll be back soon.
Don't worry, you're not going crazy. In fact, you look like a certain character from a famous Japanese anime. All of you are excited and can't wait for the San Diego Comic-Con to start. This major international event for comic book lovers takes place in July. When it began in 1970, only 300 people showed up. Now, over 130,000 fans go each year.
Explanation 2.
Okay, before the break, we were in line. We were in line waiting to get into Comic-Con. Boring, right? No way, this is Comic-Con. Even the lines are fun and interesting and exciting.
If you like comic books or anything having to do with comic books, you're going to love Comic-Con and the lines leading to it as well. Anyway, let's get back to imagining a trip to Comic-Con. We're in line, and the people around us are in costumes.
Right, one person looks like Iron Man, another looks like a magician. If you had no idea that you were on your way to Comic-Con, you might think, what's going on? Am I seeing things?
Indeed. Don't worry, though. You aren't seeing things. You're not crazy. You're at Comic-Con. Yeah. Okay, everyone, let's pause right now and hear from Teacher Daphne.
第二则文法是 go crazy， 意思是发疯，变得疯狂。go 是连缀动词，意思是变成，三态是 go、went、gone。后方接形容词 crazy， 疯狂的，当主词补语，补充说明主词的状态。例如 My cat went crazy over the toy. 我家猫咪玩玩具玩疯了。
And we're back. Okay, you're in line, surrounded by comic book characters and magicians. Have you gone crazy? No, you're at Comic-Con.
And let's imagine some more. Let's imagine that you're in a costume yourself. In fact, says our article, you look like a certain character from a famous Japanese anime.
同学们有没有特别喜欢哪一部日本动漫呢？课文要我们想象自己装扮成日本知名动漫里面的某个角色。那文中用到 anime 就是指动漫。So now the line has Iron Man, a magician, and an anime character. How exciting!
And that's just the beginning. Every year, Comic-Con is filled with people just like you. Just like these people, magicians. Iron Man is there, anime characters. And get this, soon this year's Comic-Con will begin. So of course, everyone in line, all of you are excited and can't wait for the San Diego Comic-Con to start.
Yes, every year, Comic-Con is filled with interesting folks. But let's be clear. Comic-Con has not been held every year since the beginning of time. So yes, it is held almost every year, but it hasn't been held every year for all time.
Right. Anyway, this major international event for comic book lovers takes place in July. It takes place almost every July, you could say. But yes, Comic-Con has not been held every single year. In fact, the first Comic-Con was held in 1970.
Wow. And when it began in 1970, only 300 people showed up. Did you hear that? The first Comic-Con was attended by only 300 people. At first, Comic-Con was a small event.
It was a small event compared to today, that is. Okay, now over 130,000 fans go each year, which is a very big number, much bigger than 300. Anyways, folks, with that, today's lesson is now complete, and it's time for a break.
Right. Join us next time for part 2 of our lesson. See you then. 休息一下，马上回来哦。
Comic-Con International, San Diego. You're waiting in line to enter a large center. The person ahead of you looks like Iron Man. The one behind you dressed up as a magician. Don't worry, you're not going crazy. In fact, you look like a certain character from a famous Japanese anime. All of you are excited and can't wait for the San Diego Comic-Con to start. This major international event for comic book lovers takes place in July. When it began in 1970, only 300 people showed up. Now, over 130,000 fans go each year.
Hello, everybody. 欢迎来到异混咬字大解析。
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Confusing Words. I'm Shane.
This is Holly. All right, so let's get it out. 今天呢，主题是能力。OK， 有差别哦，怎么用呢？哪几个字
We have 3 confusing words today. Ability,
？Ability,
capability,
capability,
and capacity.
capacity.
Let's begin with ability. So ability can be 能力 right? Or 才能。
所以它就是你可能能做到的一个才能，或是你有体力或有什么智力可以做什么事情。
Yeah, and you can have a little ability or a lot of ability. So I have a lot of ability to
Be stupid.
I don't like that example. But yes. So, example sentence: With practice, you can strengthen your abilities.
练习的话，你就可以增强你的能力。
Right? So they can go from having a little ability to a lot. So, capability is it's like you can or you can't.
所以它比较像是你能不能不行或行这样子。
Yeah, so you could say we must consider the capabilities of our enemy before the attack.
哦，我们在攻击前呢，我们必须要考量敌方的能力。
Yeah, see what they can do or what they can't do. Right? The last one, capacity.
Capacity 就是生产的能力可以到达什么量，或是它可以装下多少的量。
Right. So, for example, you could say the fire in the toy factory cut its capacity to produce toys in half.
OK， 所以这一个生产玩具的工厂呢，发生火灾之后，就让玩具的生产量减半。
Right. So it's like the amount they can produce. Right. Okay, a little bit confusing, right?
A little.
So I think if we do some live action, your ability is just going to grow.
Yeah.
And grow and grow.
So you want to go grow now?
Let's grow together.
Grow. Are we still going hiking this weekend?
Yes. Do you have the capability to do some rock climbing?
I do have the capability to do some rock climbing, as long as it's not too difficult.
So your ability is a bit limited. Do you think your ability is good enough to climb large rocks using ropes?
I'm not sure my ability is that good.
No problem. We'll pick an easy route. So we'll pick you up tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. There will be 5 other people besides you.
Will there be enough room to fit me in the car?
Yes, don't worry. The car has the capacity to fit 6 people and all our backpacks and stuff.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny， 欢迎收看我们1分钟的单元。在这1分钟的时间里面，我们要复习4个单字，还会造句练习。同学们，您都准备好没？好，1分钟计时开始。第一个单字呢是漫画，漫画的英文是 comic。那我们可以用 comic book 来指漫画书。The comic book costs $150 NT。那本漫画书要价新台币150元，我记得我以前在买好像只有75块。好，第二单字呢是铁或是铁制品，这字叫做 iron。同学们应该知道 Iron Man 就是钢铁人哦。Tony wants to build his own Iron Man suit。Tony 想要打造自己的钢铁装，起飞。好，第三个单字呢是魔术师，魔术师当然跟魔术有关嘛，魔术是 magic， 后面加上 IAN 变成 magician 就是魔术师。The magician never does the same trick twice。那位魔术师不曾表演过同样把戏，同样的把戏不会表演第2次。第4个单字叫做某个的、某些的或是特定的，这字叫 certain。There are certain things you don't share with other people。某些事情你不会跟别人分享，你只会把那件事藏在心里，只有自己知道嘛。好，不管怎么样，我们在1分钟之内已经复习完4个单字喽。同学们表现很棒哎，那我们下次见喽，拜拜。